it's Emmrose. I am here with Amplified by Adorama Music to play some songs with you guys, so I'm super excited.
I was by myself, walking down Park Avenue, and I'm over.
You know, music has really been there for me for most of my life. My parents, you know, are super supportive of everything I do, which is amazing. They weren't professional musicians, they just liked music a lot. That's not their life, but they're really into music, if that makes any sense. Florence Welsh, her voice is insane. I also just love her songwriting in general. I really take so much inspiration from her and everything she does. I'm also very inspired by Radiohead and their later music. I feel like I love their chord progressions, and I cannot play, sadly, I cannot play viola or any string instrument. So I really love being able to work with a string quartet. How cool is that? It's like an opportunity that I just couldn't pass up. It was just perfect.
Hey y'all, what is up? My name is Julian. I'm with Audioworks NYC, and I know you're thinking to yourself, Julian, what in the world are you doing in this beleaguered urban cavern? Well, I'm recording Emmrose with Amplified, presented by Adorama Music, and what's more, I'm gonna tell you all about it. So immediately when Brian, our producer, sent me this location, you know, I'm looking around it and I'm seeing personally nothing but opportunity. A great space like this that's just got a lot of hard concrete walls and surfaces. It's gonna have a really excellent reverb pattern to it. And for me, I'm looking at that, like I said, as only opportunity. So while I am going in here with a really good game plan of how to close mic every single instrument, as well as isolate a lot of our electronic music sources by using in-ears and DI lines, I'm also going to be throwing in some room microphones, some drum overheads, and give myself a lot of different options so that I can incorporate the sound of the room into the final mix of this song.
Like you would notice.
Microphones, you want to know what microphones we brought with to play today? We've got on vocals a Neumann U87 AI. On bass, we got a Radial J48 active DI box. Keys, we've got another Radial JDI duplex stereo passive DI box. On my drums, I got two Sennheiser E904s, one on the reso side, one on the batter side. Similarly, on the kick drum, I got an Audix D6 on the batter side. I got a Shure Beta 52 on my reso side. For my overheads on my drums, I've got two awesome Neumann KM184s as overheads. And then on all my strings, and this is totally cool, I've got awesome, excellent DPA microphones, 4061s, that are mounted on the bridge of each individual string instrument. The DPA 4061 omnidirectional lavalier microphone is a super industry-wide microphone. I mean, I've used this, it's very popular on Broadway. I've used it plenty of times in that sort of context. But as well, these microphones come with a really wide array of mounting options. For a video application where I'm really trying to minimize on all the clutter, the DPA 4061s have these really great bridge mount that you can essentially just slide the microphone right onto it, clip it to the bridge mount, clip the bridge mount to the bridge of the string instrument, and what it's going to give you is a really open sound that's so typical of these omnidirectional lavalier microphones, because they are not cardioid, so they're not going to suffer from any sort of proximity effect. So it's given us a really open sound and a really small, discrete footprint on the instrument that's, I mean, honestly going to be essentially invisible when we start to pull out of our camera angles and look at the bigger picture of the whole band setup.
They see me now. Do they regret all about? Do they shudder just at the thought? My thorns surround them.
The first song I played for you guys today was Thorns, and the title of my upcoming album. This song was a long time coming. It's basically me reflecting on everybody I've ever written about, if that makes any sense. So it's like the introduction of a book. It's telling you basically what's gonna happen, like who are the characters involved. Every verse in Thorns is about a song on the album.
That's right.
The The second song was The Gallows. Now this song is definitely a very morbid title, obviously, and I don't know, there was a long time in my life where I felt like wherever I would go, wherever I, would wander off to in this city, I would see an ex-friend, an ex in general, just people that used to be in my life, and that they were out there living their happy life without me, and I would have to see it in public. So I felt like I was walking around and like these ghosts were following me. So like the first verse is, I was by myself walking down Park Avenue, then I'm overwhelmed, I must be cursed to always run into you. And I remember this literally happened. So right after that happened, I just wrote down those lyrics on my phone.
Just to wait for you, you brought me through.
The third song is called Waiting for Nowhere. This song was so wild. The piano part is so complex, not something I could not do. So I actually worked with my producer on this one. He wrote the beautiful piano part and I wrote the melody and the lyrics. And I just love this song so much. It's about being stood up. It's a terrible feeling, I'm sure. I think it's also a very relatable thing of being promised, oh, I'm gonna come at this time. And then they just kind of ghost you and don't even come. And you're literally standing outside of this place for hours. You're like, oh my God, they're not coming.
I'd be yours alone.
Thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it. If you would like to see more of me and the rest of my music, you can find me on all of the wonderful streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, which is very much appreciated. Hope you have a lovely day. Bye.